Hi, Eric Larson here with another solid modeling video. And I'm coming to you from Silicon Valley, home of engineering. This video is about creating channels in a cylindrical body. This is a somewhat specialized topic. But before we get into it, we need to get through some formalities. Fusion is a trademark of AutoDesk Incorporated. It's a wonderful product. We should all support Autodesk in their efforts to make this into something really powerful and widely accepted, which it already is. Okay, anyway, channels are something that we need to have if we're going to raise marbles using a spiral lifting type machine. And we have a cylindrical enclosure. It's got to have some channels for the marbles to rise upward in. Video will show two different ways to accomplish it. And the target audience is someone who's an intermediate skill user of Autodesk Fusion. Hopefully the user knows how to create sketches, understands how to extrude, and understands just some basics of Fusion. I urge you to watch it once from end to end without thinking too much about the keystrokes. Just try to get the basic concepts and then try to repeat it yourself and using your own copy of Fusion, and just repeat the keystrokes until you get what you want. Okay, so we're going to try and get started. I'll show you exactly what we're trying to get to. Let's get out of the slideshow. We'll minimize this. Pop into Fusion. This is basically what we're trying to create. This is an example of a cylindrical enclosure. You would have a spiral lifter in the interior orifice of this machine, of this object. These objects here are the channels, and there's three of them. This is one face. You can see another face, and here is this is the top of the third one. Now we can also have another example. Which is this. This is kind of the another example of a final result. So what I'm going to show you is how to create these two things. So we will create a new design by hitting the plus key. We'll go to the origin. We will select the XZ plane. Hit create sketch. We'll start with a center diameter circle centered on the origin. We will make this 40 millimeters. Hit enter. Okay. Now we will add another center diameter circle, which is centered on the something's going on here. I'm going to bail out of this. Okay, another center diameter circle, which is centered on the origin. We will make this. We will select it. Hit D for dimension. We want 10. Okay. Okay, it's 10. Now I chose 10 because 10 for the diameter because the marbles I'm using are about 7.9 millimeters in diameter. So if we have a channel that is roughly the diameter of the marbles, it should fit. Okay, so now we're done dimensioning. We hit escape. Now we will get out our trim tool here, which is the little scissors. We will trim away the bottom part of this circle, and we will trim away the interior of the circle. So now we have kind of our channel is started. I'm going to put this over here. Move this one up to here. Now, if I select this portion of the channel and then pull down create circular pattern, we've selected the object to create the pattern with. We will click here, select the center point, which is the origin, and now suddenly we find that we have quantity 3 of our things. Now we could bump this up to 4 or 5 or 6, or we could have a whole bunch of these things, but I think that 3 is really what we want for right now, and we'll say okay. And we get out our trim tool again, trim the interior. Okay, that's good. We hit enter. Now what we will do is we will do another center diameter circle, centered at the origin. And in this case, we will click on it, hit D for dimension, and we will try, let's try 55 and see how that works. Okay, yeah, good. 55 is about right. Okay, hit enter, hit escape, I guess. All right, now we can finish the sketch. Go back to our where's my view cube here? Okay, there we go. Okay, we hit the home icon. Now we can select this profile, hit and then pull down create, extrude, or we could just hit the E key. Okay, we'll drag this up, and let's say that we want to drag that, we want to extrude that to 50. We hit enter. Okay, there we go. Now you can see that this is pretty good, but it's something that will require a fair amount of filament in order to create, and it's actually thicker than what we really need. So what we will do is we will hit escape, go back down to the bottom and delete the extrusion, and now we'll hit the caret and turn on this sketch. Double click on it, we'll edit the sketch and select the outer rectangle and hit the delete key. And now what we will do, instead of just creating a center rectangle, what we will do is we will select the first part of the art. I'm holding down the control key, and I will click on each element of all these curves. Now I've selected everything. If I pull down modify, offset, and now the first thing that it wants to know is how far to offset from. If I type in 5, that'll give us something that's pretty good. So you can see we've got a distance of 5. It's offset. If we say OK, there we go. We can finish the sketch. Now if we select this profile, hit E for extrude, we can drag it up, and we'll say 50 again. And this gives us what we want. We can turn off the sketches to make it a little cleaner. We can hit the caret to minimize that. We can right click on our body and say set the appearance. And in this case, I'm gonna choose one of my favorite appearances, which is red, or which is green glossy paint. Okay. So there you go. You can see that we've created a three-dimensional object which has channels in it, and if we created a spiral and put it in the center, we would have something that would be reasonably efficient. So, all right, I'm going to go back to our slideshow. Okay, so here's a recap. And what we did was we showed two different ways to create channels in a cylindrical object. The first was conceptually simple, but it uses a lot of filament, takes a lot of time to print. The second approach, using an offset, is more efficient, but it's kind of up to you what you consider to be aesthetic. And you might say that you like the pure cylindrical look of the first thing, and that would be perfectly good. All right. Well, that's all. Eric Larson signing off. We're all done.